Welcome, good evening, and welcome here on CNN News 18. Hello, I'm Anusha Soni. Our top focus this hour is the Gyanvapi legal tussle. And while the trial court, the local court, had given order go ahead, the initial hurdles have passed. There are multiple applications which are being filed, and this is an important one that the details of which we get here for you on CNN News 18. Our top focus. And CNN News 18 accesses the application of the Muslim side objecting to the ASI survey in the Gyanvapi case. The Muslim Paksh, or the Muslim side, has objected to a survey by the ASI and they have put in application to that effect. Now, any kind of survey has been contested from the Muslim side from day one. Earlier, they had said that, this entire application, the suit is not maintainable. On the maintainability, it was a big victory for the Hindu side because they had won that preliminary initial battle at the court. And now what will happen? There are going to be multiple surveys, images that need to be taken, Archaeological Survey of India, which would want to do its own survey from the ground, video footage that will be recorded. You'd remember the much controversy that had come out in the public domain about the presence of a shivling in the Gyanvapi complex. Carbon dating has to be performed. ASI will have to look at the figures. All right, let's listen into what Vishnu Jain, the lawyer concerned, has to say.
को रिपीट करना चाहता हूं, बहुत भ्रम फैलाया गया और आप सबसे हाथ जोड़ के निवेदन करता हूं कि इस भ्रम को क्लियर करिए। कार्बन डेटिंग एप्लीकेशन में लिखा है और अदरवाइज कार्बन डेटिंग या और अदरवाइज साइंटिफिक इन्वेस्टिगेशन किया जाए, तो सिर्फ कार्बन डेटिंग को पकड़ लिया गया और यह बताया गया कि शिवलिंग की कार्बन डेटिंग नहीं हो सकती। शिवलिंग की किसी ने कार्बन डेटिंग नहीं मांगी है। कार्बन डेटिंग जो शिवलिंग के नीचे अर्गा है, जो वहां पे मिट्टी है, सॉइल है, जहां पे वाटर कंटेंट है, कार्बन कंटेंट है, उसकी कार्बन डेटिंग मांगी गई है। तो जब हमने एप्लीकेशन दी है, कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव एप्लीकेशन है जिसमें शिवलिंग की साइंटिफिक इन्वेस्टिगेशन, साथ ही साथ जो उसके नीचे कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट्स हैं उसकी साइंटिफिक इन्वेस्टिगेशन मांगा गया है और उसमें सजेशन में कार्बन डेटिंग एक मेथड हमने सजेस्ट किया है। अब इसके एक्सपर्ट आर्कियोलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया है, वो आएगी, अपनी बात वो रखेगी और अपने हिसाब से इसका सर्वे करेगी। 110 पे सुनवाई नहीं हुई। माननीय न्यायालय ने 110 की सुनवाई के लिए 7 अक्टूबर फिक्स किया है। 7 अक्टूबर को माननीय न्यायालय अपना ऑर्डर सुनाएगा एएसआई की एप्लीकेशन पे और 110 की एप्लीकेशन।
एएसआई की एप्लीकेशन को जो ऑर्डर सुनाएगा वो फैसला सुरक्षित रखा है,
वो फैसला सुरक्षित रखा है और 7 अक्टूबर को एएसआई के इस एप्लीकेशन पे फैसला आएगा।
यानी एक और सर्वे की हम कहें अगली।
हाँ, एक और सर्वे के लिए हम बढ़ रहे हैं आगे, अगर माननीय न्यायालय परमिट करेगा तो।
सर, मुस्लिम पक्ष ये कह रहा है कि जो मांग की गई है, जब आप ही के घर में फूट पड़ गई है तो आप केस किस आधार पे लड़?
देखिए, हमारे घर में कोई फूट नहीं पड़ी है। एक बाद में 5 महिलाएं हैं, 4 महिलाओं का एक कांस्टेंट स्टैंड है और ये 4 महिलाएं वो हैं जिन्होंने केस विड्रॉ नहीं करना चाहा। अगर कोई एक केस विड्रॉ करना चाहता था तो उनका स्टैंड था और घर में कोई फूट नहीं पड़ी है। पूरा हिंदू समाज, सारे लोग यही चाहते हैं कि वहां पे शिवलिंग की एक साइंटिफिक इन्वेस्टिगेशन द्वारा बिना उसको क्षति पहुंचाए हुए उसकी जांच की जाए और उसी की हमने मांग की है, क्योंकि हमें केस अपना प्रूफ करना है। हो सकता है एक महिला को ना करना हो, पर बाकी 4 महिलाओं को एविडेंस के पटल पे आगे ट्रायल पे अपना केस प्रूफ करना है और ये हमारा राइट है कि हम कोर्ट के सामने एक्सपर्ट ओपिनियन और एविडेंस लाएं। उसी के क्रम में ये एप्लीकेशन मूव की गई है और ये एप्लीकेशन पे माननीय न्यायालय अपना ऑर्डर सुनाएगा।
Vishnu Jain, the lawyer for the Hindu side. Now, what is the argument of the Hindu side? For a carbon dating, you often have to take a small piece of the object you're trying to carbon date. It's a shivling. It's a revered structure, so you can't break it. What they're saying is that they want the soil beneath the shivling to be taken as a part, the structure that the Hindu side claims is a shivling, and the Muslim side says otherwise. They're also saying that they're not fixated on the idea of carbon dating. If there is any other scientific method through which the entire existence of that can be understood, the Hindu side is open for any of such scientific methods. Pranshu Mishra, our UP Bureau Chief, with us on the broadcast. Pranshu, give us the details of this application, the objection of the Muslim side, what's happening in the court right now.
Well, we should clearly understand that there are 2 separate petitions on which there have been some recent developments. One petition, of course, is the one which is pending before the district judge of Varanasi, in which the next date of hearing is 7th October, and there the Hindu side, in fact, Vishnu Jain, the lawyer for one of the litigants in this Hindu litigants in this case, has demanded for carbon dating of that area of that soil below that structure which is being claimed as a fountain by Muslim side. and a shivling by the Hindu side. Interestingly, some of the Hindu petitioners have already objected to the claims being made by Vishnu Jain, saying that, we are not in this favor, and what our original petition is, that is about having the daily access of right to worship at the Ma Shringar Gauri.
Yes.
Muslim side has, of course, objected to it, saying that, first the entire issue should be debated upon. This issue is not the part of the original petition, which seeks for praying, giving this access of worship, daily worship at the Gyanvapi side. The other story, the other aspect, of course, is the one in which the matter is pending before the High Court. And there the High Court has asked the ASI, the Director General of the Archaeological Survey of India, to come out with a detailed reply that whether the survey should take place or not. And that petition is the one in which the original suit was filed in 1991. And then in April last year, April 2021, the lower court has ordered for the ASI probe. Muslim side has then gone to the High Court, and High Court has subsequently stayed the orders for the ASI probe. So both cases are different cases, and recently developments have taken place in the both matters.
All right, Pranshu. So I'm going to very carefully once again reiterate that distinction. One is the right to worship of Ma Shringar Gauri at the Gyanvapi complex, a matter which we have recently seen in the public domain. There is a separate suit that Pranshu is pointing out, which has been pending since 1991. Pranshu, if I were to talk to you about this 1991 suit and how the demands of some kind of ASI survey have been doing rounds for more than 3 decades now, could you help us understand a brief history of this particular suit and how does it become all the more relevant in the recent context of things?
Yes, that's right. See, in fact, the 1991 suit is known as the Lord Vishweshwar Mahadev versus the Gyanvapi, and it basically says that the site at where the Gyanvapi Mosque stands is the original site where actually the ancient Shiv temple belongs. Now, what has happened is that in the course of Ma Shringar Gauri versus the Gyanvapi case, the fact that a fountain-like structure was claimed to be a shivling and then it was further sealed up, that has also been seen and proposed as the evidence as far as the 1991 case is concerned. Now, in 1991 case, in April 2021, if you remember, the civil judge court at that point in time has ordered the state government to constitute a 5-member team comprising of 3 members from the Archaeological Survey of India and investigate that entire premises to find out or assist in that petition. Subsequently, the Muslim side, Anjuman Nizamiya Committee and Sunni Waqf Board, they have gone to the Allahabad High Court challenging the lower court order, and High Court has subsequently stayed the orders or the lower court's order. Since then, the hearing is going on. It is in that case that yesterday, High Court has clearly said that Gyanvapi case is an issue of national importance, and therefore the DG of ASI needs to give a detailed reply. Now, what is going to be the part of this detailed reply, that has not been made very clear, but what we do assume is that when High Court is seeking a detailed reply from the DG of ASI on an issue which is being seen as an issue of national importance, then of course ASI will have to tell about the history of that place, the developments over that place, and whether or not the DG ASI or ASI as a department feels that archaeological survey of that site is needed or not. But that case is primarily the Lord Vishweshwar Mahadev versus the Gyanvapi Mosque dispute, which is the age-old dispute, but it is seeing the legal developments right now. And the Varanasi case about whom, the hearings have taken place today is simply the case of Hindu petitioner, women petitioners seeking the right of daily worship of Ma Shringar Gauri, a shrine or a makeshift structure which they say lies somewhere inside the Gyanvapi Mosque area.
Interesting. Pranshu, thank you so much for getting us that exhaustive analysis and what to expect in the next few days. Pranshu Mishra getting us all the details.